Kempire is brought to you by
Happy New Year, guys. Thank you so much, first of all, for those that rated and reviewed the Kempire podcast in 2024. But if you haven't rated and reviewed us 5 stars already on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, do it today. We're trying to reach 1,000 reviews on Kempire's podcast, on Apple Podcasts, and on Spotify. Be sure to tell us what you love about the podcast. Washington, D.C., the Kempire After Dark live experience is returning to your city for another live show. If you haven't already, get your tickets today for our meet and greets, and general admission are still available. Then New York City, you're up next. We're coming back for Black History Month. So if you want to hear us talk about hot topics, housewives, and more, get your tickets for our Friday, February 21st live show at the Green Room 42. More information on Washington, D.C. and New York City will be available in the description. Sidebar, don't forget, New York City, you have a special live stream ticket available as well. Again, more information will be available in the description notes.
You're listening to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Happy Friday. It is a special Friday night live here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. It's easy and it's free. Apologies for being a little tardy, but I wanted to make sure I had a little tea to go with my sprinkle cookies that finally arrived yesterday. Okay. Finally arrived yesterday, so we're going to unbox that and taste them live on air. Live on air, okay? Where do I begin? First of all, we want to say, send prayers and good energy to those of you affected by the California fires. Look, I know you already see all of the conspiracy theories and videos and things like that. I think at this particular point, people are more concerned about where they're going to live, tonight, tomorrow, in a couple of months. So we won't get into the conspiracy theories. However, that does not mean we're not going to hold the people that are supposed to protect and take care of the citizens of California. We will revisit that, but right now, the people that have lost their homes just need your prayers and need your donations. There are plenty of organizations that are raising money, providing clothes, food, water, and things like that. I've been reposting it on my Instagram, so make sure you check out our Instagram. But look, Google is your friend. There are plenty of very reliable charities out there right now on the ground helping those of you in California. So shout out to all of you that have been praying with me and sending good positive energy, or have been on the ground in California trying to help those that have lost memories, pictures, their homes, and things like that. So prayers for California during this really, really, really challenging time. But like I said, we will revisit holding who we need to hold accountable in regards to why this happened and how this happened. Okay? Not conspiracy theories, but really figuring out what exactly happened in Southern California. All right. Prayers to everyone in California. We appreciate you. You guys are a strong part of our community. We were just in Los Angeles back in November for the Kempire After Dark, a live experience, and I finally got an opportunity to have a live show on the West Coast. So glad that our first show was in Los Angeles. Shout out to all of you that came to that show and had a good time with us. We appreciate you guys. And our prayers are with you and your families that might be affected by the fires. Speaking of the Kempire After Dark live experience, literally 2 weeks from today, the Kempire After Dark live experience is returning to Washington, D.C. to talk all the things. Yesterday, we were live talking about Karen Huger missing the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, so we're going to have to talk about that, talk about so much more. Taria Faison from the What Else Is Going On podcast will be our MC of the night, so that will be a lot of fun. She's going to join me for some conversation as well. Meet and greet tickets, I haven't checked today, but there should be meet and greet tickets left. But of course, there's still general admission tickets left. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, be sure to get your tickets today. Okay. And New York City, you're up right after that for Black History Month. We will be returning to the Green Room 42 for the Kempire After Dark live experience. Look, every single week, you just don't know what's going to be in the news. So One show, I remember the last time I was in DC, we were talking nothing but hot topics and nothing about reality television like that. So it really depends on what's happening within the week. So get your tickets today. And the New York City is a special show because there is a live stream option for you. So if you can't make it, if you are on the other side of the world or country, get your live stream tickets. Those tickets are now available as well. Okay? All right. Mr. Melon Magic's in the building. What's going on? Where's everyone watching from? I see Dallas is in the building. Hey, Chef Don. What you making tonight? I say you cooking in that photo. What you making? Okay. Anyways, I'm always good for a good anything food. Okay. All right. So where do I even want to begin? Should I just begin with the sprinkle cookies because we waited so long for these damn sprinkle cookies? First of all, as someone that grew up in New York City, grew up around a lot of Italians, I have some good friends that have their tradition. Some gay guys, they're Italian. Their tradition is okay. They have a baking day where they make all the different cookies for the holidays. So I said, you know what? Melissa finally announced that she was going to do sprinkle cookies. If you're a Real Housewives of New Jersey fan, then you know the sprinkle cookie debacle, right? You remember what happened with the sprinkle cookie debacle, right? So Melissa ended up bringing sprinkle cookies to Teresa, and Teresa was like, sprinkle cookies? Look, to this day, I don't get why Teresa didn't like the sprinkle cookies, but it is what it is. And Andy asked Melissa on Watch What Happens Live, why did it take you so long to do this? She says that basically they didn't really have the time. They were too busy doing all the things. Fighting with Teresa. I see that Joe has a little bit of a comedy career. He's going to be at, the City Winery in New York City in a couple of weeks. I won't be going, no. No, I heard it's bad. Sorry. I like Joe Gorga, though. Come on now. I say all that to say, damn, I'm sorry. You just never know what's gonna come to my mind. Sorry. Anyways, so Andy asked her, what took you so long to do the sprinkle cookies? I think we're all wondering, you could have done this so long ago. However, as you know, Real Housewives of New Jersey has been put on pause. Sidebar. Did you guys hear the rumor that apparently Bravo allegedly already had like a new cast in mind and they ended up putting everyone on pause? The new cast they had in mind and the old cast? That was the word on the street. I forgot to talk about it. But I've actually put Real Housewives of New Jersey on pause in general. Honestly, I want to put the fans on pause. And when I say fans, I'm talking about the fanatics. All right? You already know. But yeah. So the sprinkle cookies are here. And honestly, when she announced it, I don't usually buy a lot of Housewives things. And I bought this with my own coin. She didn't send it to me, even though she's going to send me some. She's going to send me some more. Because she saw the video that I posted talking about where the hell are my sprinkle cookies. All right, so let's first start with the packaging. First off, they got my address wrong. I don't know what happened. It could have been UPS's fault. I don't know. Some of you said that you're still waiting on your Melissa Gorga sprinkle cookies. I mean, that might be a sign that she didn't realize that all of you would sell her out. I see Bethany Frankel. Shout out to Bethany Frankel and all the amazing work that she's doing with Be Strong. She's down on the ground. I don't know if she herself, but she's actively working, trying to help the people of Southern California right now. But she tried the cookies and she said they were good. And Bethany doesn't have a reason to lie. Okay? I mean, she could. But, I won't. But I saw the sprinkle cookies and I was like, I love a sprinkle cookie. I love a cookie. All right. So let's look at the packaging. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at the address they have on here. Wrong address. But somehow they knew they had the wrong address, so they sent it to my original address. I'm guessing my billing address? Oh, okay, whatever. Either way, I took the journey and I got them, okay? Oh, okay, this is a beautiful photo, but you look. Okay, so this is the photo that's on here, okay? Hold on. Let me show you. So it's this photo that's on in a card that she sent, okay? So this is the photo. It's a card, okay? It's supposed to be like a personal note. Can y'all see that? All right. And it says, "Hi, I'm so excited to share with you Sprinkle by MG. I launched my own version of my favorite sprinkle cookie. I hope you love them as much as I do. Enjoy and feel free to post. Instagram, Sprinkle by MG. Want more? SprinkleByMG.com. Melissa Gorga, XOX. What happened to the other O? Hugs and kiss? That's it? Oh, fine. Fine. But I have to say the quality is really good of the card. The quality is good. On the back, for those that want to order, there you go. Just use your camera. I think this is smart. This is of the age. Come on. It's a gorgeous photo. Gorgeous photo. Say what you want about Melissa, but Melissa's gorgeous. And that's why I had to use this picture from her recent visit of Watch What Happens Live. Gorgeous. Look, body. Gay man. I can appreciate a beautiful woman, though. Gorgeous. All right? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drinking my tea. The tea is hitting. Okay? I had to have some tea with my cookies. Have some tea with my cookies. Let me show my TikTok fam. TikTok. Okay? So this is the card that she sent. This is the inside of the card. Okay? And then if you guys want to order, there you go. All right, TikTok? I'm going to show you TikTok too, the cookies. All right, so let's look at the box. Okay? Let's look at the box. Okay, it's all pink. It's all pink. Look at the cookie right there. Okay? I mean, a sprinkle cookie. Look, I've never made a sprinkle cookie. I'm not planning to make a sprinkle cookie. But it's cute. It's a cute box. I forgot. It's been so long since I ordered these. I don't even remember how many I ordered. It's kind of heavy, though. Okay. I hope they're not stale. Oh. Okay, they traveled well. Anyone else smell your food before you eat it? These smell good, y'all. These smell good. Hold on, I don't want to make a mess. I am in my studio. All right, so let me show you they're a little broken. A couple of them are a little broken, but not bad. Look, the crumbs are coming out the box. Okay? I'm going to show it to everybody. All right? Sprinkle Cookies by Melissa Gorga. Sprinkle Cookies by Melissa Gorga. Okay. How many did I order? There's 4 here. Probably like 12 or 16. I don't remember how many I ordered, but I'm about to eat. I'm going to have 1 here, and then y'all mind your business. I'll have mine later. So the cookies are big. The cookies are big. They're not small. Look, I got a big head. So you can imagine the size of this cookie. So it's a good sized cookie. I think I saw her, I don't know where she said it. I don't know if it was on Watch What Happens Live, but I know she said that people wanted more sprinkles on the cookie. And I like a sprinkle. I don't think this is more sprinkles. Look, I'm going to pull it closer to the camera. It looks a little haphazard, but again, it traveled. Okay? It traveled, so that might be the reason why. All right, let me eat it. Let me take a bite of this cookie. Okay. Smells good, y'all. It smells good. But what does it taste like? What does it taste like? Look, sprinkle cookies aren't the most flavorful cookies. I just want to point that out. I'm not expecting all kinds of flavor from this. But I know what I like. Let me take a bite. I know you didn't want to hear the chew, but you want to hear the chew right now. Mukbang. Let me take another bite. Ocean View says, I'm over here holding my breath. Look. I'm going to say this because I'm honest. I don't know if this is because it took so long to get to me. Because remember, I've been waiting for... It didn't ship until Monday. It didn't arrive until Thursday. I didn't get it until today. I'm just opening it. Nora says it looks dry. Well, sprinkle cookies don't look moist. They normally don't. It does it does have the texture of, it might be a little hard. But this is the top cookie. Maybe the cookies below the parchment paper are better. But as I bite more into it, it gets a little bit softer. Okay? Okay, I got my tea too. Hold on. It tastes good. Does it taste different than any other sprinkle cookie? Not really. Regina says stale. It's not stale, just a little hard. Okay. As I get more to the middle, it's a little bit softer. Deja says, try to warm it a little. When am I supposed to do that? I don't got a microwave here in the studio. But it's not bad. It's not bad. The more I get into it, the better it is. Burst of Pop Culture says, okay, try one below. Can I finish this one? Okay, no, let me not. And for those that might be new to the channel, I don't normally eat on live. We're doing an unboxing of Melissa Gorga's sprinkle cookie. It's not bad, though. The more I get into it, not bad. Would you put them on display? Sweet Saving says, yes, I would. I know what you did there. Okay. Vaughn says, or try milk. No. I actually think that it's good. Britt says, is it like a shortbread cookie texture? Yes, it is kind of like that, but it's a little bit softer than shortbread because, you know, shortbread can be a little hard. It's softer than shortbread. All right. But it's good. Beyonce's in the chat. Hey, Beyonce. It's good. Let me show you. So you can see. So as I've eaten more into it, hold on. Can you see? I don't know if you guys can see it. But it's actually softer as I go into it. It's actually softer as I go into it. It's good. Amit says, were you just hungry? No, I had dinner. Joda says, like a butter cookie. Almost. It's still softer than a butter cookie. Dee Dee says, are they buttery? Buttery might not be the right word, but they're good. I enjoyed them. Again, are they different than any other sprinkle cookie that I've had? Not really. Not really. Amit says, way too dense. No. I think it's just right. I actually think it's just right. Okay. At the end of the live, I will go to the bottom and try one of the lower tier cookies. Okay, Bella says, I need a cookie now. Sprinkle by Melissa Doc. Is it sprinkle cookie? Hold on. See, this is why it's good she sent a cord. Sprinklebymg.com. Poppy says, is it giving bakery? Yes. Score out of 10. I would give it a 7. Out of 10, I would give it a 7. Filipiana says, not they look dry. Who says they look dry? I mean, if you know a sprinkle cookie, you know sprinkle cookies don't look moist. They usually are dry. Exactly. Angelique says it looks moist for a cookie. It actually is. As I've bitten more into it, it definitely got a little bit softer. Again, remember, this has been traveling for days. Okay. Someone said, I can't wait 3 weeks for cookies. I agree, Jen. I did not expect it to take that long, but I think Melissa wasn't prepared for the demand. I don't think that she thought that people would actually buy cookies from her. I don't think that she thought people would buy cookies from her. Teresa's the 7's not great. Well, I think 7 is not bad either. I think 7 is fair because, again, I've had many sprinkle cookies before. Are they different? Are they special? Not to me. However, again, these are cookies that have been traveling for the last 4 days. I don't know how well cookies will travel like that. And mind you, I'm in New York. I believe these are coming from from New Jersey, I'm assuming, but maybe not. Maybe not. Tanya says, are the sprinkles at the bottom of the box? Look. I don't know. There's a lot of cookie material in here. There's a lot of cookie residue. Like, there's cookie residue everywhere between the sprinkles and the actual cookie. Okay. Vanessa says, would you recommend them? Would I recommend them? If you want to try them. But if you can get sprinkle cookies in your area, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, these are the best sprinkle cookies I've ever had. You know what I mean? ECAT says, was the packaging vacuum sealed? No. It wasn't. It was literally was in this. And then it was in another box with, it had bubble wrap to kind of hold it in. Oh, it has a nutrition fact. Please hold. Ugh. So it was bubble wrapped, so you guys can see. This is how it came, and it had bubble wrap on top. And then it has the nutrition facts. Oh, God, do I really want to read the nutrition facts? Whew, Lord. Okay. Welcome to America. All right. With all those ingredients, okay? Miss Cabby says, better than crumble. I think crumble's too much for me. That's way too much. At least with these cookies, it's simple. It's not a lot going on. Crumble has a lot going on. The Spice of Life says, I'm happy she's getting her coin. Me too. People buy all kinds of housewife stuff all the time. But I love a cookie. So I said, and I love a sprinkle cookie. So I said, let me just, oh, thank you, Mama Allie. Mama Allie says, just check the website. Everything is sold out. And I think that's part of the reason why it took so long for me to get my cookies. Okay, Mr. Mellon imagined that I would just go to Crumble or something. These aren't crumble cookies. If you want like traditional Italian sprinkle cookies, then here. But again, I live in New York City. Some of you don't live in a place where they're making sprinkle cookies. I can walk out the door and go get sprinkle cookies right now from a local bakery. Okay? However, I feel like these are good. I'm glad I tried it. Would I order it again? Maybe I would order it again so I can get it in a more timely fashion. That way, I feel like it's not fair because I feel like this has been traveling since Monday. You know what I mean? In a box. Just saying. All right. See, Vanessa says, I like a simple cookie as well. I think I will get some. Well, apparently they're all sold out. I'll keep you posted, guys. I will find out if they're going to be restocked. I believe that they will be. Ooh, hold on. I don't remember how much I paid for my cookies. What did I missed the comment. Oh, here it is. Claudia says 12 cookies for 44 USD. Was it that much? The Canadian conversion, that's $60. Was it that much? I don't remember paying that much for the cookies. I don't know. I don't think so though. I don't think I paid that much. Okay. All right. Let me take a sip. Candace says, I applaud the entrepreneurial spirit. Look, it makes sense. And the fact that her cookies have sold out, that's a good thing for her. That's amazing, especially when you have a year of you don't know what's going to happen when it comes to your regular job. Okay, I know she has Envy by Melissa, but all of those businesses that they've highlighted on the show are pushed by the show being on the air, and now that show is not here. Okay. Oshri says, okay, that's what I thought, Oshri. Oshri says $30 here in the USA. Okay. Kate wants to see the cookies again. I will show you the cookies one more time, and then we're going to get into some hot topics. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. Don't forget, you can hear an audio version of our live recaps on the Kempire podcast. While you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star review. And while you're here, please give us a like. It's easy and it's free. And those who are watching you on TikTok, keep tapping your screens. Let's get to 10,000 likes there. All right, so let me show you the cookies once again. So these are sprinkled by Melissa Gorga. Again, the flavor on point in comparison to other sprinkle cookies that I've had. On point. I felt like the first bite was a little tough, but as I went a little further in, it was flavorful. It was flavorful and it was softer. It was definitely softer as I ate more of the cookie. But again, those were the top cookies. That weren't, because those weren't, did they have a cover? Oh no, they did have they had a little parchment paper over that one. All right. So I will try another one at the end, but I'm going to go to the bottom of the box to see. But this is a good amount of cookies in here. I don't remember how many. These must be 12. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These were 12 cookies. 12 cookies, and it's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy. All right. Let's move on. Okay. Guys, let's move on because I'm having my Fordham and Mason, shout out to London, having my Fordham and Mason peppermint tea. Mm-hmm. Poppy says, I mean, for free Kempire, at least for the promo. Well, here's the thing. I don't ask these housewives for things like that. I probably could have asked. Melissa did reach out after she saw my video talking about how my cookies were missing. So I'm sure I will be getting some free cookies, but I really don't need it right now. Like I'm like all of you. I'm on my health journey right now. I'm working out. I'm trying to get fit. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Where do I want to go next? So I can keep up with Mama Allie. Mama Allie's keeping the timestamps for those that are watching the replay of this. All right, let's go to Nene Leakes. So Nene Leakes looks like she is open to returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Are we surprised? Not at all. Look, I already told you I feel like 2025 is going to be the year of Nene. And I don't think she will return to Real Housewives of Atlanta just yet because they've already filmed their season. However, as you saw last year, Nene Leakes did end up working with NBC Universal through E! Network, which is owned by NBC Universal. So for me, I feel like that says the mediation that they were in after she dismissed her lawsuit of discrimination against them says to me that they finalized whatever issues that they had. I don't think anyone is surprised today that when Nene was stopped by TMZ, that she says that she is open to returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But Nene also responded to Cynthia Erivo. So before we get into the Nene of it all, Cynthia Erivo, as you know, said this about Nene Leakes.
Dream role out there that you want to manifest right here, now.
I really want to play Storm.
Not that one. Hold on. It's here. Hold on. There we go.
It's a beautiful story.
Do you have a favorite reality show?
The Real Housewives of Atlanta and or Potomac. It's fantastic. They're very honest, which I like. There's no fighting, there's no fisticuffs, but they will read each other crazily. Atlanta gets a little rowdy. It's a big glam situation. And I appreciate it. I am a Nene Leakes fan. I love her. Where is she? Bring her back.
I know. Why did they get...
I don't necessarily get sad when the season ends because I feel like there are other things that will take its place. Because I'm like, well, it's going to come back. What's the next thing? What's going to happen? I am a Capricorn. We are supposedly...
Happy Capricorn season, y'all. So we talked about this in a separate video where Cynthia Erivo, as you know, she's doing multiple interviews because she's in the movie Wicked. And she said that she loves Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac. She loves Nene Leakes. So Nene Leakes, when she was stopped by the paparazzi, responded to Cynthia Erivo saying that where is Nene? Bring Nene back. Okay. So Nene responds to it and she says this.
So you would return to?
I don't know. If the opportunity was right and the check was on point, why not?
So Cynthia Erivo,
yes,
was like, I am not watching Housewives. Bravo, bring back Nene.
I love her.
What kind of moment was that for you? Was it like,
so many people were sending it to me, inboxing me that what Cynthia had said. Cynthia, I love you. Thank you so much. And I totally agree.
Did you kind of feel like, wow, she watches Housewives? Like, are you ever surprised about how many people actually watch Housewives? Or are you just like,
honestly, so many people watch Real Housewives. And so many stars, big stars, watch Real Housewives. They really do. It was a pleasure to see that Cynthia loved the Real Housewives of Atlanta and that she in particularly loved Nene Leakes.
Nene will never change. So for those that thought that Nene may have humbled herself, no, Nene will never change. But Nene has said in the past that she is more than willing to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I do think that Nene's like, I want to return probably at the same amount that she left. Okay? I do want to answer this. Trina says, Nene won her Bravo lawsuit. No, her Bravo lawsuit was dismissed, as you may recall. She don't need the Trump checks. Nene did not win her Bravo lawsuit. They were forced into mediation because, like a lot of employees of different companies, including NBC Universal, she probably had an arbitration agreement within her contract with Bravo, and that forced them into mediation. Allegedly, she was in mediation for a long time, but the fact that Nene showed up at the Emmys after show, red carpet after show, was to me a sign that Nene and NBC Universal have come to terms. So we shall see. No word on anything, but if you attended my London show, I spilled some tea there. Not going to repeat here. If you want to know the answer to that, make sure you ask the question during our Washington, D.C. show or a New York City show. Okay? All right. But yes. So Nene says that she's open to return. I already know the answer, that you guys are open to Nene returning. And look, I have not forgotten that when Nene left, before Nene left, she was obnoxious. Okay, I haven't forgotten that. But we've seen what Housewives has turned into. And we know that Nene maybe needed a moment, but I still think that she would bring entertaining television. I think if she did return, that it would be an epic return. It would be ratings gold. I don't know how long that ratings gold would last, but I do think that it would be ratings gold, the initial return of Nene, and a sit down with Andy Cohen so they can hash out their things. And look, I haven't forgotten, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, that Nene accused this network of discrimination. She called her boss all kinds of things, Andy Cohen. She said a lot, okay? However, I do think that we're going to see the door open a little bit more in 2025 for Nene Leakes and NBC Universal in different ways. That's outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? All right. Let's talk about Cynthia Erivo. So as you know, Cynthia Erivo said that she would love to see Nene return as well. Cynthia Erivo also has a wish list a wish list of roles that she would like to play. And I had to mention this because, I've been pushing for a Storm centralized movie. I've always loved Storm from Marvel. Where is the Storm movie? Honestly, and this might be controversial, but I'm going to say it regardless, I would have preferred a Storm movie before Black Panther.
Dream role out there that you want to manifest right here, right now?
I really want to play Storm. I know it sounds frivolous, but I think we haven't uncovered how grand she is and all of that inner turmoil that she has. So I think there's a world in which we could, do something like that.
Look, I love Cynthia Erivo. I've loved her from Broadway to this movie Wicked. She was not on my list of people that I wanted to play Storm. However, it's not just about the aesthetic of Storm, okay? However, it is also about the acting. So people have their opinions on who they want to play. If you follow the channel, I've talked about a variety of different actresses that I would consider to play the character Storm. I just love the fact that we're even talking about this because it makes me think that maybe this is on the horizon. Okay? But we shall see. Well, El Michelle's my vote is for Jodie. Yeah. And Jodie, at this particular point, she's fighting with Joshua Jackson over spousal support. Yes, Jodie Turner. I would love her to. For me, she has the aesthetic. She's also an actress. I would like to see someone play this role. And not Halle Berry. I'm sorry, I love Halle Berry, don't get me wrong, but I always felt like that was a choice. That was a Hollywood choice. That's not who I envisioned for Storm. I also thought her version of Storm wasn't that great. Look, I know controversial, but no, I never liked Halle as Storm. Just saying, I like Halle in other roles, not as Storm. So I don't want to see her return as Storm. Plus, I want to see a new actress. Empress says Zoe Kravitz. No. Look, no. Have you seen the original cartoon? I'm just saying. Like, no. Just saying. But I love the fact that we're even talking about this. Can we all put into the universe that we want to see this Storm movie come? I think I think Black Panther already set the precedent that people are going to show up and show out for a movie centralized around a Black character. So I want to see that happen. Kiara says we don't need another Catwoman. No. No. Oshri says, wasn't she Catwoman too? Hallie, yes. Didn't love that one either. Didn't love that one either. Mama Allie, you're an X-Men fan too? Is it a tourist thing? I love X-Men. I love X-Men as well. Ray says a knock for Storm. Look, at the end of the day, I think a lot of us have been focused on the aesthetic of Storm. You have to also be able to bring it in regards to the character and be able to act. Jen says Beyonce can be Storm. Beyonce has enough, okay? Okay. Beyonce has enough. And I don't think Beyonce's that great of an actress. Beyonce's great at many things. And I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I don't think she's a great actress. Tina, you are in my head. Tina says Michelle Pfeiffer played a better Catwoman, in my opinion. Oh, I literally, when you guys were mentioning Hallie as Catwoman, I thought of Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and I remember just the way she did it. For me, is one of my favorites. Okay, Eartha Kitt too, but that's going all the way back. All right. El Michelle said, I love B, but that's disrespectful. Damn, Justin. Justin says, no Beyonce slander. Like, I didn't want this to open up to Beyonce slander, okay? Justin says, we know Beyonce has the acting for radio. Y'all ain't right. Leave Beyonce alone. She's about to make some big announcement on Tuesday that's going to hurt all of your checks, okay? Okay. Let's move on. So Cynthia Erivo wants to play Catwoman. And all of us have said, I mean, I'm open to it. I never really thought of her as one of the people, but I can see where she's like, I want it. The thing with Hollywood, though, sometimes when an actress, especially after you reach a certain level, can be like, I want that role, and it's given to them. I don't know if that will be the situation for Cynthia, but now that she's in this power position with Wicked's a huge movie, I would be open to it. Sidebar, I feel like watching Wicked once again. Some of those songs, I'm Not That Girl, Defying Gravity. I really don't love the Wicked soundtrack, to be honest with you. Like, Cynthia and Ariana made me like it a little bit more from this movie, but overall, Wicked has never been my favorite Broadway play. All right, moving on. Where should we move on to, though? Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. We already did our unboxing, but we will revisit the Sprinkle by Melissa Gorga cookies in just a second. There we go. All right, where do I want to go next? Okay, I guess we can talk about Phaedra. So Phaedra. So as you know, Married to Medicine, there's something going on behind the scenes with Married to Medicine star Phaedra Parks and Dr. Heavenly. I saw Dr. Heavenly's live earlier today. She did like a random live saying that it's snowing in Atlanta, but she was answering questions about Married to Medicine. So people were bringing up, like, what do you think about what Phaedra said about Dr. Jackie? And Dr. Heavenly was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about unless the version that was sent to us is different. And here's the thing. I think Dr. Heavenly was confused. What people were talking about was the sneak peek of this week's episode of Married to Medicine that reveals that Phaedra said something slick about Dr. Jackie. Okay, so before we get let's play the slick part first. This is what Phaedra says about Dr. Jackie. And look, okay, I'll tell you after I'm done.
I want to make sure it's a super success.
Girl, make sure you run the minutes on what you've done, because apparently Jackie was saying that she was very nervous about your participation.
Oh, she's so nervous. I could care less, because at the end of the day, she's obviously wanting to do this event to clean up what happened last year. The beating that she took.
Oh!
Jackie, you recently found yourself in some hot water over some resurfaced comments saying sometimes as African-American women, we're a bit more dramatic.
I'll help you clean it up, but don't try to throw me under the bus while I'm sweeping.
So I wasn't prepared for that because no one held Dr. Jackie accountable last season for what blew up on social media in regards to some of the problematic things that she said on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel a few years ago. So she suffered. She came out with an apology. I'll put that in quotes. Came out with an apology, and a lot of us were like, "This apology was so rehearsed, but fine." However, when they had the reunion, it felt like they kind of brushed over it. You remember we recapped. We were like, "Is that all?" So I wasn't prepared that Phaedra would go for the jugular, but she is a Scorpio. Because there is a conversation, because they're planning the Met Gala, and Phaedra, I don't know why Dr. Jackie even asked Phaedra, but okay. Apparently, Dr. Jackie is worried that Phaedra's not going to come through, because Phaedra, at the end of last week's episode said, "I can raise $100,000." So apparently, Dr. Jackie's probably telling the group, like, I'm not sure she's going to be able to come through because phony Faye. So Phaedra's just like, well, if you want me to clean up. We'll play it again.
Obviously wanting to do this event to clean up what happened last year. The beating that she took.
Jackie.
So you remember last year, it was about some of the things that Dr. Jackie said about black women when they go to the doctor. And this was not a great look for Dr. Jackie because Dr. Jackie literally had just collaborated with Vice President Kamala Harris in regards to maternity mortality. So this Met Gala is raising money for that cause this year. So Phaedra she's going for the jugular, saying, you're using this charity to fix what happened last season. Do you agree with her? Do you? No? Yes? Maybe so? I wasn't ready for that. But apparently Dr. Heavenly because she doesn't watch the episode. So earlier today, she said that she didn't see that in her version of the episode. So I don't know if she's referring to last week's episode or this week's episode. But this clip is going around that this is what was said. Look, the producers and the network, I know we feel like they protect Dr. Jackie, but remember last season, we went to the place, the scene of the crime of her husband's cheating. And she didn't even want to show up because I don't think she felt safe, not just with the cast, but with production, going back to the scene of the crime where he cheated. So it feels like this season, because everyone was very critical of production in the network, why aren't we holding Dr. Jackie a little bit more accountable? Okay. So we had that. But there was more. There was more because apparently this week's episode of Married to Medicine is talking a lot about Dr. Jackie's issues with Phaedra and how she's handling this event. It actually seems like it's going to be a good episode because, last week's episode of Married to Medicine was Okay. All right. So let me just play this for you because Phaedra is talking out the side of her face.
I don't want to promise something like Phaedra do and them not deliver. My friend came to me and she was frantic. She said you hadn't done shit for her. I'm not sure what she's talking about because, baby, I'm more on time than FedEx. I always deliver promptly.
Well, I got some bad news for you, because now this baby right here is the co-chair.
That's fine. If you want to take my job, totally, you can have it. No. You got to...
I still just find it so weird that Dr. Jackie would ask Phaedra, who's not a doctor, to be the co-chair of this Met Gala. I know Phaedra said that she has all kinds of contacts and things like that, but you're on a cast of doctors, and you chose Phaedra. It feels like production told you to do it. I don't know. Okay. Vanessa says, not gone to Hilton Head to get some head. Okay.
$100,000, I never said $100,000.
We'll get it. And if I have to give up my own money, I'm not letting no bitches like y'all be acting like I ain't gonna do what I say I'm gonna do.
Did she just call these esteemed doctors and doctors' wives B-words? Did she just say that? Okay.
We'll get it. And if I have to give up my own money, I'm not letting no bitches like y'all be acting like I ain't gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. Hold on, no bitches like us. Wait, what type of bitches are we?
I'm a bitch. I'm getting the Phaedra thing that we not
up to par? I mean, is it the kind of bitch that goes to work every day, that finished medical school? You mean
Sidebar. Look, we know a lot of these reality TV stars are confessional gangsters, but Dr. Jackie always has something to say in her confessional, but she will never say it in the moment. She will never say it in the moment.
Professionals, bitches that are on your same income level. I wish I could say some shit like that. I ain't letting your bitch.
Sidebar. Dr. Simone, are you really on the same income level? Look, she might be, but I mean, everyone doesn't buy the same types of houses depending on how much money they have. But I'm like, are you really? I mean, some of the other folks might be, but Dr. Simone.
Like y'all.
Now they gonna vent to you. Quad's gonna tell you all these things about this.
Okay, that's unimportant, that part of the scene. So there's a lot of things happening this week. So I feel like this week's episode is going to be interesting. Thank God, because the last couple of episodes of Married to Medicine, and you know I love Married to Medicine, but I was like, this season, I don't know where this is going. But it feels like the cast might be coming for Phaedra because they're like, girl, you got to work as much as we work. Because remember, she kind of breezed through her first season on Married to Medicine. And I think when Heavenly was trying to come for her last season, she ran to the higher-ups and complained. Not a Karen. Jamie says, Kempire, they are not esteemed. The way that... Did I say that they're esteemed? Oh, damn. The way that they behave and speak do not demonstrate refined or esteemed. Brains without class is more like it. Oh, damn. Okay. So it looks like they're coming for Phaedra in this week's episode. And honestly, I'm here for it. But I'm also here for Phaedra getting them together and coming for Dr. Jackie because no one else on this cast would come for Dr. Jackie. Do I think it's good that she's coming for Dr. Jackie in her career? No. But at the same time, I feel like this probably would have been a dead issue if at the reunion they really addressed the issue. And they didn't. They just breezed over it. All right? 5 stars says, Kempire, don't try Simone. I didn't say she didn't make her money, but then when she said that they're at the same level, I was like, I had to think to myself. Because at first when I watched it, I was like, oh, yeah, you're right, Simone. But then I said, I'm like, are they? Maybe. But I also don't appreciate Phaedra, referring to them as, the B word. But I feel like she felt under pressure. I think she felt hot. I did see some people say that, she's used to being the most educated in the room. She's used to being the most esteemed. But now you're on a cast of people that have doctorates and, medical degrees, and they have their own. So she might feel a little intimidated with this group. It doesn't feel like she's intimidated, but she might be. It's something to think about. Cameron says, being a doctor doesn't mean excellence. Well, I hope that it does. I hope that it does. I would hope that we can encourage more people to become doctors. All right. I'm going to get to some super chats. But before I get to some super chats, shout out to everyone watching on Twitch, Twitter, here on TikTok. We appreciate you guys as well. And shout out to those of you watching on Facebook and here on YouTube. I'm going to drop the call-in link really quickly for our members. But live chat, we have, how many of you watching? We have 1,400 of you watching. Let's get to 500 likes, and I'll drop the call link for the general audience. But let me first drop the link for our community members on the community tab. So let me just do that right now. All right, so this is the call-in link for you guys that want to call in and share your thoughts in under a minute. I'm not giving you guys more than a minute, okay? We did that last night. Was it last night? I can't remember. All right, so if you're a member of the channel, we dropped the call-in link on the community tab. All right, live chat, once we get to 500 likes, I'll drop the call-in link for you guys there. Okay, so I also want to hear from you guys in regards to how you feel about what I keep calling her a doctor because I assume that, you're on the show, you're going to be a doctor. That Phaedra had to say about Dr. Jackie. Do you think that it was right? Do you think that it was fair? Or do you think that Phaedra went too far? Because now you're coming for her career and her credibility. You let me know. And how do you feel about what Phaedra said to the ladies about raising this money and then calling them the B word? I mean, I do respect the fact she says, if we don't raise the $100,000, I'll give you the $100,000. So that will be interesting to see, because I don't know if Phaedra's going to even show up at the reunion. Yes, for some people that don't realize, Phaedra allegedly ended up leaving the season abruptly because of Apollo and his wife showing up on the show. So I'm not sure if she's going to come for the reunion. And now, as you know, she joined Real Housewives of Atlanta in the last couple of weeks of their filming. So that will be interesting to see how they're going to pull that together in this season. It's probably another season of Phaedra's not really bringing much of anything. Fine. But it looks like finally, maybe we're going to get something from Phaedra on Married to Medicine before she leaves. Maybe. How? Okay, I just had the thought, because as I said to you before at the top of this, Nene Leakes is open to returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Obviously, she can't film Atlanta now because it's done. But Ultimate Girls Trip, I haven't heard any word on an Ultimate Girls Trip, even though I think Love Hotel, that dating show they're going to do with the Housewives, is going to be like a version of of Ultimate Girls Trip. But Ultimate Girls Trip, because of the Morocco of it all, I think has been put on pause. But a lot of people have said they would be open to seeing an Ultimate Girls Trip with the OGs of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think they would be down for it, don't you? Andy Cohen wouldn't have to. Well, I guess they still have the Ultimate Girls Trips come through on Watch What Happens Live. That would be an interesting one if Nene came through. I don't know. She did say a lot, but Andy, I think Andy would be able to look past that for the sake of television, even though in his head he's like, yeah, we will never be friends. But we'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned. 2025 has already started in a weird way. We thought 2024 was the year of truth. I don't know what 2025 is considered. All right, let me say thank you. We had a few super chats as well. Love My Kids. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love My Kids says, Kempire, I purchased a belated housewarming gift from your registry. Oh, my registry's sold out? I'm going to check the tracking again for some kind of update. Thank you so much for that. I forgot that I even had that. Thank you for that. Sage, thank you for the super chat. Sage says, love my sad sister Nene. Would love to see her on, to see an OG RHOA girls trip. Literally was just saying that. And would prefer to see Nene in a new show aside from RHOA. I mean, all things are possible. I mean, there's Celebrity Big Brother. I would love to see that. Or I don't want to see her on House of Villains. I feel like House of Villains, like I thought it was cute this season, but it's so like, It's like a caricature of yourself. I don't want to see that. Right now, I'm literally in the middle of the Traitors. Can we talk about the Traitors really quickly before we take callers? We will. We'll do that. And spoiler alerts. Okay, when we talk about the Traitors, I'm talking about the first 2 episodes, and I will reveal. Well, you guys will let me know if I should reveal who gets kicked off. Miss Sparkles, thank you so much for the super chat. She says Jodie Turner-Smith for playing Storm. I think that would be fantastic. She was definitely one of my picks. Lady Shep, thank you for the super chat and for being a member. Lady Shep says, don't forget to like the video, y'all. Have you liked the video already? All right. The Girls Club Inc., thank you so much for the super chat. Girls Club says, is Heavenly the Jacqueline of Married to Medicine? Wait, is Heavenly the Jacqueline of Married to Medicine? She always fighting Dr. Jackie's battles. Oh, so you think she's like the representative? Kind of. Yeah, no, you're right. She might be, but different. She's like the representative for Dr. Jackie, but she's definitely entertaining on her own. Yeah. Jacqueline, I can't say that she's entertaining on her own. Jocelyn, thank you so much for the super chat. She says Phaedra would pay in installments the $100,000. How many installments though? That is the question. How many installments? All right. Can we briefly talk about the Traitors? I meant to talk about this at the top, but I completely forgot. I want to talk about the Traitors. So spoiler alert for those that haven't watched it yet. Should I not mention who got kicked off? Oh, wait. So Tasha says, yes, reveal who is kicked off. So if you don't want the spoiler, you might want to turn this off, okay? So the first 3 episodes of The Traitors have been revealed, okay? They're available on Peacock right now. They're not paying me, but they should, okay? So the new season of The Traitors is now available. It features a bunch of people from Selling Sunset, Survivor, Big Brother, Real Housewives, They even have Britney Spears' ex-husband, Sam. Yeah, he's just good. He's just good to look at. That's it. No personality whatsoever. Completely flat. Based off of the episodes I've seen, nothing. Offers nothing. Okay? Justin says, Jacqueline's a.k.a. Mia's concubine. What's wrong with you all? What's wrong with y'all? Okay. So the new season, the first 3 episodes are now available. I will reveal, again, spoiler alert. So they're coming for the housewives in the first 3 episodes. And it's actually disheartening because they get rid of people that I feel would be entertaining for the rest of the season. Not Wells. Wells is from The Bachelor in Paradise. I wasn't familiar with him, but he made like a nice little friendship with Ion. Ion is gone very early too. She's like the 3rd person that they murder. I think in Ion's head that people are really getting murdered. There was someone last season that was like that too. I forgot who it was. You guys will remind me. There was someone from season 2 that was like, I was like, I think this person really thinks that people are getting murdered. Who was it? It was someone. Do you guys remember? We said it then too. I think Ian believes that. Okay. But the first person murdered was Dorinda. And I was like, no. Dorinda is so interesting, and she would have been so interesting to watch play this game because you know she's going to get wound up. You know she's going to have a drink or two. I hope that they do something to bring her back because Dorinda should have lasted a lot longer. She is such good TV. She would have been so... Ion, it's the 3rd person to be eliminated. Okay? And I'm thinking to myself, no. Like, these are 2 interesting people. But some people blame Phaedra Parks because was it Phaedra? It was Phaedra, D. Thank you for reminding. It was Phaedra. I was like, who was it that I thought that Phaedra really thought that she was murdering people when she was the traitor? Kiki said it was Sheree. Was it Sheree? I don't remember. Sheree didn't bring much to Traitors last season, so I doubt it was her that we even talked about her that much. Okay. But maybe it was Sheree. But no, I felt like that Phaedra really felt like she was killing people. I was like, Phaedra, you know you're not really killing them, right? But because Phaedra was so good last season, it feels like there's a target on all the Real Housewives back. So they got rid of Dorinda really early. Then they got rid of Wells. I didn't really care for Wells, but I saw that Wells and Ion were building a bond. And then Ion got really emotional when he left. He was like, he was teaching me how to play the game. I feel like they made a bad decision. I love Bob the Drag Queen. I think he's hilarious. However, I feel like he was coming for the Housewives. And I don't know, but it will be interesting to see how long he will last, if he lasts. I haven't finished watching episode 3, but it seems like now there's a target on his back. But I'm just disappointed because I was actually looking forward to seeing more of Dorinda. Because, you know, Dorinda, after playing this game, after being around these people for a long time, first of all, I think a lot of people would have looked at Dorinda like a mother figure. But then, you know how Dorinda switches up on you. I wanted to see all of that, and we didn't even get to see all of that. Get rid of the people that we don't care about. There's a lot of Survivor players, Challenge players. Wes from House of Villains and The Challenge is in this. I'm actually interested to see how he plays the game because he's really interesting. Britt says, I'm nervous for Bob. Yeah. I'm nervous for him too, but I'm like, why did you have to go for Ion? I want to see more of Ion's ditzy. I want to see, because she doesn't know how to play the game, it would have been interesting to see her try and play this game. She's not a threat. Dorinda kind of gave a little bit of a threat, but she wasn't really a threat. Ion definitely wasn't a threat, so I felt like that was such a waste. I completely forgot that Tom Sandoval was on this cast. And Tom Sandoval is such an idiot. Like, I know he's like really dumb, but watching him play the game and pick all the wrong people has made me go, oh, he really is dumb. Regular Robin. I told you, like, I was, you know, there's a little bit of a target on Robin's back too. But I said this might be a redemption time for regular Robin. But I thought she was going to go. But we shall see. She seems like she's getting active, though. I have to say, the difference between regular Robin and Sheree, sometimes we forgot Sheree was there. Robin, at least in episode 2, she's front and center. Sandoval can go, though. Like I don't even like watching him. This is probably part of the reason why they rebooted Vanderpump Rules, because it's hard to watch him. Oh, Chrishell said that she had a conversation with Sandoval because she knows Ariana. So she confronted him. It's like, I'm friends with your ex. And she claims at the round table that the minute she told him that, he started telling people that, I think she's a traitor. This season of the Traitors, they're switching it up a little bit because they included 3 new people in the middle of the game. Well, not the middle of the game, at the beginning of the game. So they were like, okay, now we have 3 new people that's added to the game. And some of these people I'm not familiar with. I was only familiar with Wes. Some of these folks are from Big Brother, Survivor. It will be interesting, but I don't know the personalities of some of the folks from these other shows that we don't talk about or watch. But I have to say Wes was interesting on House of Villains, so I'm looking forward to see how he plays the game. But I'm still mad that Dorinda's gone, and I'm mad that that Ion's gone, because I feel like her not knowing what the game is about would have been funny to watch. But here we are. We shall see what other people bring on House of Villains, on the Traitors, but I don't know. Goodbye, Dorinda. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bob the Drag Queen, very entertaining, though. I will give, between Bob the Drag Queen and Ion, they were definitely challenging each other with their looks, okay? Robin surprisingly looked like she's one to watch, okay? Rhonda says Boston Rob is legendary. That's what, apparently, I always learn something new about some of these Survivor players and things like that, and the challenge players that I'd never heard about, okay? Cindy says, did you hear when Alan told Tom Sandoval, it doesn't feel good to be betrayed? I died. Deborah says that regular Robin is not bright. So far she hasn't really pinpointed anyone. However, they're on to Bob the Drag Queen. Why did Bob get rid of Ion? That doesn't make sense to me. Why did he get rid? Like, she was not a threat. There were so many other people that he could have gotten rid of that would have been just like no one would have cared. Like Chrishell. Sorry, Chrishell, but here we are. Tika says Dorinda packed all them pantsuits for nothing. She was on Watch What Happens Live this week, so everyone was saying that wasn't a good sign that she was the first one from there on the show. Yeah, it wasn't. Tom Sandoval, ugh. Why can't you get rid of him? Oh, poor Wells. Whoa, 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 Wells. Didn't even know who you were, and now I won't care. And Sam Asghari, yeah, you can go. Boring. Good to look at, but boring. boring. So I don't think it was a smart move getting rid of some of the people they got rid of. They got rid of all faithfuls at this particular point. But, I love the game Traitors. I can't wait for the Traitors UK comes over here. Their season's already in happening, so I'm looking forward to that. But I wanted to mention a little bit about the first 3 episodes that I've watched. I watched the first 2.5 of the 3 episodes, so stay tuned. All right. Did I drop the call link for you, the live chat? No, I didn't. There we go, live chat. Okay. Let me see if we got anybody backstage. Okay, we got a couple of people backstage that want to weigh in. Shout out to our members. Again, if you're a member of the channel, we dropped the call-in link on the community tab for you guys. Live chat, we just dropped the call-in link for you as well. Jasmine says, Tom and his extremely sweaty armpits. Honestly, when I saw people next to him and he was hugging people, I was like, I wonder if he smells. Because you remember we had that whole conversation about Tom Sandoval possibly smelling? So anytime I see people around, I'm like, does he smell? Okay. Hold on. Someone said, will you be reviewing Dubai Bling? I probably will include it in like I did here. I started watching the new season of Dubai Bling, and I was reminded why last season I kind of fell out of the show, because it just feels like there's a bunch of folks that are talking about nothing. Yes, you're seeing extreme wealth, but that's not enough to keep me. Like, what are you guys really fighting about? And Ibrahim still lying to us? Like he's worse than TJ. If I had to choose between TJ and Ibrahim in regards to who I think is actually really I would pick Ibrahim, but he just married some woman that we are never going to see. She's not featured on the show. And I'm like, okay. So I don't know. I can't get into. I'm gonna continue to watch it. Young, Famous, and African is supposed to come out, I believe, next week. So I think it's next week. Yeah. So that will be something interesting to see because their second season wasn't that great either. It was good, and we talked about it. I was in it, episode 2 of their second season. But I don't know. I was watching Dubai Bling, and I'm just like, I don't find them entertaining. And Netflix, your AI dubbing is so weird to me because it doesn't feel like, because they're dubbing the voices, but it looks like they're actually saying the words because that's new AI that they're using. So that's a little weird watching it. Safa should have been on Real Housewives of Dubai, probably would have saved their season. For me, she's good TV. But everyone else, what are they fighting about? What are they fighting about? Like in the first episode, I'm like, Farhana arguing with Safa. I was like, you're mad that she thought your Birkin was rented? And I know some of you are like, well, that's what we love from Help. No, it's become too contrived. And it probably was rented, Farhana. Anyways, Miss Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. Miss Sharon says they don't like housewives on that show. Well, now they don't. Now they don't. Oh, anyways, I say all that to say the Traitors, the first 3 episodes are now available on Peacock. They're not paying me, but at this particular point, y'all should. Okay. Let me see. Tamara says Young, Famous, and African felt like another housewife show, and I didn't like that. It started off good. Both shows, both Dubai Bling and Young, Famous, and African started off good. Their second seasons weren't great for me. But I'm going to give them a try. I'm going to still try and watch Dubai Bling, but it feels a little contrived. It feels a little forced. Ibrahim, fraud. You're right. Look, you're right. You're right, Brenda. Heavenly calls them the B word all the time, right? Wait, I just missed. Oh, Phyllis, thank you so much for buying a ticket to our New York City live stream. Make sure you guys, for those that can't make it in person to the New York City show, there is a live stream option for this show only happening in February. Ticket information for both our Washington, D.C. show, which is 2 weeks from tonight, and our New York City show will be available in the description. Replay crew, as always, be sure to check out that for more details. Thank you, Phyllis. All right, let's get to some of the callers backstage. Okay, callers. Okay, let me put up my little disclaimer. Where is my disclaimer? I guess I'm gonna have to tell you my disclaimer. Oh wait, here it is. Okay. Sorry. All right. So the callers are the opinions of the callers do not reflect the opinions of myself, the Kempire LLC, or our sponsors. Okay, and they agree to respect our rules and the timer. Okay. All righty then. Tyler's backstage. We're going to bring Tyler up first. Tyler, what did you want to share?
I just want to say, of course, I want to see Nene back on Housewives. But I'm of a different opinion. I think that she should finalize her story, give us everything we want, and branch off to other things. I do think just bring her back. We want to know how you feel with the loss of Greg, your son being on drugs. There's a lot of stories that went on with her that she's been open about. And finalize her story. And I want to see her and Kenya, because I think Kenya probably will return. I do think they're going to let her return. But I want to see her and Kenya finally formulate that friendship that they kind of like Giselle and Karen are this season, but it'll be a little more authentic. I would love to see them versus those newer girls. That's more something that I would love to see. Because if Nene was there, Kenya wouldn't have taken it that far if they were friends, because Nene would have stopped her. I want to see that. Phaedra, girl, bye. Goodbye. None of those ladies married somebody who went to jail for fraud. Everything about you, you're associated with fraud and things like that. And for you to stick your nose up at somebody as if you're better than them, like Bravo doesn't have you, Like Bravo doesn't have you working 10, 15, 11 shows just to make your $1 million. Those girls sit down and make their figures from doing one show and go to work. You have to work and do Dancing with the Stars, Traitors, Housewives of Atlanta, and anything else, and they lie like you're so polarizing and nobody cares. But that's all. Thank you.
Bye, Tyler. Damn. Tyler said, Damn. Wow, that was a read. All right. We have Janelle backstage. We're going to bring Janelle up next. Janelle, what did you want to share?
Bonjour, Kempire. How are you, darling?
Oh, well, how are you?
I am good. Happy New Year.
Me too.
I'm going to keep saying that till January 31st. And then on February 1st, it's going to be Happy Black History Month, but it's going to be Black History every single day. Amen. Bonjour. Ew. How are you? I'm good, darling. Let me keep it cute. Let me keep it sweet and to the point. I had to put you on mute about Traitors because I just finished the second episode, so I'm not trying to hear spoilers. I'm not even looking at the chat.
Whatever I said was up until episode 2.
Oh, okay. I mean, I still had you on mute, but I was like, I can't hear it just yet.
So you already know who's been eliminated from those first 2 episodes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so we can talk about that.
Okay. First off, can we? I don't want. Are there people in the chat who haven't watched? I hate being the spoiler.
Okay, spoiler alert, the Traitors.
Okay, put me on mute. But only one and only time. I am so mad. I was so mad that they got rid of Dorinda.
Me too.
Child, do you know what you missed out on? Dorinda is the party that doesn't stop. Give her. Listen, this is the woman who said 2 martinis, you'll be fine. 3 martinis, it's like they're having 3 breaths. Like, what's the point? What is wrong with y'all? First off, that traitor room, it's a mess. Carolyn, well, I don't know her. Lord Jesus,
The one that looks like Kim Zolciak.
Kim Zolciak with even more filler. Okay, and I can't. Oh, also, side note. This is nothing political, but did you see the meme going around about Obama and Trump sitting next to each other? And someone said wrong answers only, and someone said Nene and Kim.
I didn't see that one.
I cackled. I tried to explain to my dad the significance, and he didn't get it, but it's okay. But I was so mad they got rid of Dorinda because I was like, I wanted her to go at Tom and say some tomfoolery and say some nonsense. That room seems so just like all over the place. Like I'm on episode 3 right now, so I'm curious to see how that room is going to be. But something that Boston Rob said, it's not a spoiler. He said that this room is not, they're not on the same page.
They're not.
And I love me some Bob the drag queen. I am so excited for her. But I'm afraid she's gonna get caught.
I know, because now Bob the drag queen's name is going around.
Right. She was doing too much. She was good when she stood up for the women during the vote challenge. That was good. But then the moment she said Wells' name at the round table, I was like, ooh, child, I would have said Ivar, not Wells. But it's okay. And Wells, you kind of gave me, what's that Bachelor dude from last season? The hot one,
Peter.
Pilot.
Is it Peter? What's his name? Peter.
Pilot Pete.
Yeah.
Pete the pilot, whatever his name is, he kind of gave me his vibes. So I was like, okay, I don't need you. I know you're married to Sarah Hyland. She was on Modern Family. Awesome song. Yeah, he married to Sarah Hyland from Modern Family.
I didn't know that. See, I'm
yes.
Okay.
Yes. See, there's a story behind that relationship because he was kind of like, because she was in a really bad relationship before with someone who was, what's the YouTube talk for ABUSE?
Oh, you already said it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Her previous boyfriend, and it took some of the cast of Modern Family to intervene and tell her, girl, you need to dump this man because he's doing horrible things to you. And then she met Wells and they fell in love, and it was like night and day to her previous relationship. Like they in love, honey. He treats her so well from what I've heard.
And they're married?
Huh?
And they're married?
They're married.
Wow.
Yes. So, yeah. So, like, She went through hell. Went through hell and back, and she met Wells, and everyone was like, "Well, you mean you dated somebody from The Bachelor?" But they in love, honey. And listen, as long as he treats her well, that's the important part. Okay.
Yeah, most certainly.
But yes, I'm excited for episode 3. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw, okay, I gotta go because the buzzer went off, and I'm taking up too much time. I'm so sorry. It is not lost on me that the only people that got off the boat during that first challenge were women, the gays, and Black people.
Oh.
Why do I feel like that's emblematic of America? But but it's okay. And I was geeked out when Danielle and Bob the drag queen were like, ah! In the Twitter. I was like, that was a Black person kiki. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I am so sorry for going over time. I'm gonna do better next time.
Okay.
You know.
Thanks, Janelle. Bye.
Forgive me later. Bye.
I will say this though, Danielle, you got to watch out because now your name is going around too. I'm not familiar with Danielle. I think she's from Big Brother. Her name is going around, so I'm worried about the Traitors, Bob the drag queen and Danielle. All right. Tamara says, wait, hold on. Tamara says the buzzer bin went off. Don't no one else do that because we have a line backstage. Okay, Arjan's backstage. We're gonna bring Arjan up next. Arjan, what did you want to share?
Oh, I have a question. Were they cookies or were they biscuits?
They're cookies. I don't know about what you guys call them abroad, but we call them cookies here. Sprinkle cookies.
They look like biscuits to me. And you didn't microwave them? And tea? Really? Okay, move on.
Wow, judging.
And why were you in Dr. Heavenly's live? I saw you today.
Why was I in her live? Am I not allowed to watch?
No, I was wondering if that's you or just your team. Was it you or your team?
Am I not allowed to watch Dr. Heavenly so I can get some tea?
Oh, no, you're allowed. I've seen you. I've seen you twice this week.
This week?
Yeah, I've seen you twice.
I don't know.
And I saw you saying, bring Audra back. I saw that. And are you going to, can you do, a combined live with Dr. Heavenly? Since we don't have Carlos anymore with Dr. Heavenly, can you do a combined?
Maybe.
Yes, I would love that.
Okay.
And can I just speak about Dubai Bling a bit? I love it. I love it more than Dubai.
Okay. Why?
Oh, because it's giving what Dubai meant to give. Okay. The wealth. I think it's more culture. Just to hear the Arabic makes it better. And please, Netflix, do not bring Chanel in there. Do not bring Chanel in Dubai Bling. Do not.
Well, she's friends with a few of them too.
I know, but she's too much. She's too much. Bobby Lovely's on there. Bye.
Oh, our son is trouble. All right. We're going to bring up another caller. Mel is backstage. We're going to bring Mel up. Mel, what did you want to share about anything that we discussed tonight? Mel?
Hello. How you doing?
There we go. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, I saw you eat those cookies, and they definitely was giving me the Stouffer's cookies at $2.50 at Rite Aid. But you said they tasted good, so that's all that. Because you go to Rite Aid, you see those cookies for $2.50, they be all stale and everything. But anyway, but you know what? The ones you ate looked like it's supposed to be. No,
they were definitely better quality than that.
Than the Stouffer's. Okay, but you know what? When it comes to Phaedra, Miss Phaedra, you know what I saw in the chat? It's true. When she first got to Real Housewives, I forgot about it. But when she got there, it took her a time to they go, Miss Phaedra in green. Come on, Miss Phaedra from Wicked. But you know what? When she first got to Atlanta, she definitely took time to warm up. They were confused about her due date. They were confused about her husband. They didn't know what sexuality, what he was in. They didn't know a lot about her life. She was a mystery for a long time. And then when she went to reunion, she kind of started doing the zings to a point where it took, who did it take? It took a couple of cast members to expose her, basically, over time. Now, she is a lawyer and she is a funeral director, so she is out there making money without any of the other stuff that she's doing to get back on the Real Housewives show. So she's in the same league as the ladies. But you know what? I think you've said it many times. I'm sorry, but I do get tired of the dentist and the two doctors. They're not my favorite. I mean, I love Mariah Hutt. She's always said that they were problematic, and they always have been. It's a formula to that show, and it gets tiring. Let's get this team together. Let's get this team together. And let's sort of focus in on one person. And I was going to say, Danielle Reyes from Traitors. I know her very well, and she is absolutely fantastic.
Which one's Danielle? Oh, Danielle, the one I mentioned. Okay, I was like, wait, who's Danielle? Oh, yeah, the traitor.
She's from Big Brother. She's from Big Brother. She's a wonderful game player.
And she got voted off in the worst way. Apparently, I need to go watch that.
Yeah, she's really good, and I think that you said that she's under attack now, so that she thrives in that environment. She actually can figure out ways to get out. She's up there with Boston Rob. Like she's really
really.
Yeah, she's they did a piece I think on one of the black channels. I forget, but she was like. She's really one of those. She's before her time as a black woman, really cunning. It's too many flowers I can give to that woman. She's a wonderful person. Very.
I appreciate when you guys call in, especially when we watch Traitors, because there's a lot of these reality competition shows I haven't watched, like The Challenge, Survivor, Big Brother. I've seen a few of the seasons of Big Brother, the most recent ones, but I've seen a couple of the old ones. But I'm gonna watch. Hopefully, look. I mean, I still will miss Dorinda and Ion, but.
Well, I mean, I know I got to go, but how are they going to kick Dorinda off before we get to say she's starting? We didn't even get a chance to say she's starting nothing.
No.
Like, they said when she started drinking and they kicked her off, so it is what it is. But you know what? Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your cookies, the rest of your tea.
I might eat all of that.
Right. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Take care, Val. Thanks for calling in. Look, I might become a fan of some of these new people that are a part of the Traitors, but I agree. And for those that are watching the replay, you will let us know, are you sad about Dorinda? Sorry. All right, Kari's back. So I'm going to bring Kari up next. Kari, what did you want to share?
Hey, everybody. Well, first, Kempire, can you explain the difference between Traitors and House of Villains? I've never seen either one of them, and they just sound the same when you guys talk about it.
It's still a competition show, but I will say Traitors is just done better.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, there are different competitions and things like that. House of Villains feels more like a cartoon, but Traitors feels it has its theatrical moments, but it's just done better. The quality.
Okay. Because I honestly thought they were the same show when you guys would talk about it. I'd be like, it wasn't until tonight when you said their names in the same sentence I was like, oh, those are different shows.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to start off with Married to Medicine. Mm-hmm. I think it's crazy that last week Heavenly said F somebody dead mom, and now y'all are clutching y'all pearls at the B word. And the way y'all say little girl, with as much venom as y'all put in that little girl, it sounds like y'all saying the B word. Like, let's stop with the respectability politics, because y'all are still on reality TV. Like, y'all prestige went down and down and down each season y'all gathered underneath y'all belt. The first season, it was a fight by the pool. Please stop playing with me. The only person that got some sense and some class is Carrie, because she ain't on the show no more. So, how about that? I wish that Phaedra would show up to the reunion, because I do feel like she's the only person that can verbally gather them the way that they need to be gathered. Because the way that I don't know. I feel like Kwai is too busy trying to be on a telenovela. Like, she really wants that soap spot so bad. She wants to be on somebody's CBS in the morning so bad. So she can't read them as well as I want them to be read, but Phaedra will. Good night, y'all. Respect the timer. Thank you.
Thanks, Kari. Bye. All right, we have the Heathers backstage. You're going to bring them up next. Heathers, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, thank you. I wanted to get into the Traitors tonight. Just to say, so everyone knows that Scandival or Scumdival, he actually lost his luggage. So the outfits that you do see him in are from Alan's wardrobe. So
that's why he had the kilt on?
Just be aware, yes. Yes, he lost his luggage. I don't know how exactly that happened, but yes, he's wearing Alan's clothing. And Alan talked about that in some press before the show even started. I'm very disappointed, obviously, with Dorinda not being longer in the show. She would have been great TV. So many witty, comments that she has. She would have been memeing all over the place, so it's very disappointing. I hope they do kick him out, Tom, very soon. I did like, Chrishell giving him some heat at the round table. I thought it was worthy of that. Also, I hope Bob and Danielle make it really far. I'm rooting for them, obviously. I do really enjoy them. I think they can go far. And just so you guys know, Traitors UK, they've already aired their season or started airing their season in January 1st. So this is their season 3. So hopefully we'll get that after the U.S. version.
Yeah,
on
I
Peacock,
think we
so.
normally get it. I don't remember how long. It's not that much longer after they finish airing their episodes.
And then also New Zealand, their season 2 aired last year too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping that comes
I heard
to
they weren't.
Peacock.
Oh wait, no, it's New Zealand. I heard Australia is not coming back.
Correct. Yeah, they didn't renew it, but New Zealand was great. So if you haven't seen New Zealand, that's another one. I definitely ship it. So
okay,
that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and Cheryl's cookies is better than sprinkle cookies, but if you know, you know.
I love Cheryl's cookies too, but
I know.
they don't have sprinkle cookies, do they? They have
not
all other
really.
kinds of cookies that I love. I haven't ordered them in a while, but I used to love me some Cheryl's cookies, and I used to give them as gifts.
Oh, the best. All right. Thank you. Have a great night, guys. Bye.
Okay. All right. Let me get to these last couple callers because I'm gonna have another cookie, and we're gonna have one of the cookies from the bottom. Okay. All right. Jasmine's backstage. We're gonna bring Jasmine up next. Jasmine, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
Oh, well, how are you today?
I was so happy I made it just in time for that cookie review. I've been waiting a month. Okay.
Me too.
I didn't even know she was selling cookies until you said something because I don't watch Real Housewives, but I was invested. So I'm happy you enjoyed them.
Thank you.
And I am happy you came on live tonight because this football game I'm watching is not giving me what I need.
Who's playing?
So Ohio State is playing Texas, and they're doing a semifinal. Whoever wins this game is going to play in the national championship, and they're actually going to play the first Black head coach to lead a team to the national championship. He made it in last night, and one of these teams is going to face off against him next week.
Ooh. Okay.
But these quarterbacks are mid, so I'm watching it, but I'm listening to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me hurry up. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I agree with the first caller. I think he was the first caller that spoke about Nene and how I actually don't want to see her on Housewives, not because I don't think she's good or anything like that, or she would bring anything, but I'm just like, can we just evolve and grow? Like, it's been almost 20 years, if not 20 years. Can we do something else? Like, take her off the blacklist and just, I would prefer to see her in acting, hosting. She does really good at those things.
Yeah.
Not even a competition show. I personally think she does good at those things, and I would prefer to see her get opportunities in those spaces.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I wanted to say is just about Married to Medicine and even Housewives of Potomac. Like, they're not giving anything. It's very dry. Like, there's no evolution to me with these stories. It's the same old rehashing. If I have to see Quad in her daytime Emmy-winning performances, I'm going to lose it. Like, she's not giving me anything. Like, none of them are giving me anything. And I think, like, most of the shows, like scripted shows, they evolve, they move on. And I just wish that the producers would do the same thing with these reality shows. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Jasmine. Take care.
All right, have a good night.
You too. I mean, Jasmine brings up a good point, and we've talked about this when it comes to reality television and everyone that gets sort of stuck in this hamster wheel. And I think after Nene did that interview with Bethany, and she went to Bethany's home, and she was like, you built this from being on reality television. I think because they came up at the same time, I think Nene in the moment realized, like, what in the hell did I do with this opportunity for myself? So I think since then, Nene has been trying to make a shift in regards to getting her business together. And I agree, Nene, in some of the acting roles that I saw her in when she played Roz on Glee, she really did a good job. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was Nene. I don't know if it was after she accused the network that it stopped. But I feel like even before that, some of those opportunities were already drying up for her. And I don't know why those opportunities were drying up for her. But I agree, like, you get stuck in this hamster wheel of reality television, doing more Housewives or doing all these other competition shows, and it's all reality TV related, and there is no evolution, there is no business, there is no real brand outside of reality television. And some people do fine with that, and they're okay with that. But I think Nene has bigger aspirations, and I think if she does get another opportunity to be on this platform, that she focus on those other opportunities that she can build outside of reality television. And I think she wants that. She is going to be on the Upshaws this season with Cynthia Bailey. You remember that caused an issue between her and Portia because Portia was supposed to do Cynthia Bailey's part, and then Portia basically told the higher-ups that she had issues with Nene, and Nene blasted her on social media. The brain is working. All right, I put a little lion's mane in my little lion's mane in my tea. Okay. All right, let me get to the rest of these callers, and I'm getting out of here so I can eat this cookie. All right, Ellie's backstage. We'll bring Ellie up next. Ellie, what did you want to share?
Hi, Kempire.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Ellie from Texas.
What part of Texas?
I think
What part of Texas?
I'm in Austin right now. I'm from Laredo, but I'm in Austin. So
Okay.
yes, I've been waiting. I've been manifesting you coming. I'm so grateful that you're coming to Texas this year. I'm so excited.
Yes, come on, Ellie. Come on.
So grateful for it. And I know Hook 'em Horns. I know they're playing. It's like really big time here. Everybody's out and about. The streets are crazy because of this game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big, Texas football, whatever. But yay. Ooh, just because you guys were talking about it right now, how cool would it be if Garcelle wrote a role for Nene in one of her movies, in one of her productions? Like how, because I do see Nene doing bigger things. I really don't see her back on the Housewives because she's beyond that, I feel like. I think she contributed so much and broke glass ceilings, but I think she's done now, Oh, it would be great. And I missed the first 30 minutes of the live right now. How were the cookies?
They were
Clip
good.
Notes.
I think they were good. I feel like they were on par with other sprinkle cookies. Were they different or special? Not really, but I thought they were good.
I love that. Good is not bad.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't. If it was bad, I would tell you guys. Like, oh, guys, this is
Melissa's
terrible.
got that going for her. Good for her.
Sold out.
Well,
The website says sold out.
oh my gosh. Well, good for her. She should do it again for Valentine's Day and do something cute and do a little photo shoot or whatever.
I'll tell you.
I don't know
and
if my time is up, but I think it might be.
Almost.
So
I will say this though, and I'll give you the extra 15 seconds. But I think she is planning to do something else again because she did say she's going to send me some more. So, anyways, what did you want to share?
I love that. Go Melissa. Traitors. I just wanted to chime in. I love Traitors, and I love this show. I've only seen the first episode, but I don't mind the spoilers because it gives me anxiety if I don't know. So love the spoilers. I'm so upset about Dorinda. She was already so funny. So it's like, look at how much she gave with just the one episode. And Ayan, she looked fabulous. She didn't even get to show us her looks. Imagine. And I just want to advocate just tiny bit for Caroline because I saw her in Survivor and she's a kook. She's silly. She's all this. So people don't see her. But there's a point in the game in which she changes and she gets her wits about her. But then she's also daring. So anyway, bye y'all. Have a good night.
Thanks, Ellie. Take care. Ellie has great energy. We needed that little bit of energy boost tonight. One thing I did have to criticize the Traitors about, we did talk a little bit about that. Mama Allie's keeping the timestamps for you guys. But one of the things that I did notice in the confessionals, you see it more so with the black reality TV personalities. The lighting is terrible. It's making their makeup look caked on. And you do see it, like I saw it with Dorinda, but you don't see it on their skin as bad because they're fairer skinned. But the black folks, they look like ghosts. Whoever's handling the lighting and the makeup for Traitors this season, you're fired. Fired immediately. We never saw that the last couple of seasons. Who did that? You're supposed to get better, not worse. I will say this, though. You remember when they were trying to get the season together. Remember Monique and Candace were possibly going to be on the same season. I think this season was a little bit haphazard for them. Like, they were bombarded with a lot of issues, allegedly. All right. Let me bring up Bernice next. Bernice, hello.
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
Good. Okay, so as a Taurus, timing is everything to us. Mm-hmm. So let me just be quick. Okay. First, I wanted to say prayers for those people in California. And second, I hope that they don't ban TikTok. They need to figure something out because you have people like myself that I don't have Peacock and I'm not really trying to buy a Peacock right now either. So I was able to watch like all 2-3 episodes on Peacock from somebody streaming and watching watch live with me. We wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't have TikTok.
That's what I tell people.
Oh, I'm sorry. And also I wanted to say, now you can get some sprinkle cookies up here in the Bronx on Arthur Avenue.
I don't even have to even go that far.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm just saying.
That's true. But I am happy you enjoy them.
Thank you.
And quick question. I want a free membership, so I wanted to know how will that work after so I could keep it going.
Oh, I don't know.
Will they send me like an email, like to let me know it's gonna end?
Maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. If anyone in the live chat can answer that's been gifted, maybe just check your account where it indicates your membership and see if you can extend it. If not, you can always join again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bernice.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too, Bernice. I'll see you at the New York City show in February.
Okay. I'm still trying to find an outfit.
Me too. Bye. All right, we're going to bring up one last caller. Miss Sharon's backstage, and then we're going to try another sprinkled by Melissa Gorga cookie. We're going to go to the bottom and try one of those cookies, okay? All right. TC just said, not pirating. I know. Yeah, not pirating. Shh. All right. Anyways. All right, let's bring up Miss Sharon next. Miss Sharon, what did you want to share?
Oh, I was just checking to see if you were still alive.
Why?
You just ate that cookie. Yeah, I saw you doing that while I was watching the football game.
Miss Sharon, I am fine, but check on me tomorrow.
Okay, I sure will.
It might be a slow burn.
Hey, Kempire, you know the reason why I found out that those Traitors, those other people on Traitors, they don't like the housewives is because I think one of the seasons I watched, and I think I've watched all of them. Is this the 4th season?
3rd.
Of Traitors? 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it must have been the one where Phaedra was on.
Last season.
And they said that there was somebody that said it was too many housewives that was on that show. They said they would all stick together.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to get rid of them at that time.
Yeah, so it feels like a target's on their back this season.
Right. So it's a lot of them on there this time. What is it, 4 of them?
Oh, yeah. Maybe for this, I can't believe Dolores is still there. I would rather they got rid of Dolores than Dorinda. But Dolores is there, regular Robin's there. And 4.
Yeah. They say that they're too clicky. That's what they say. And yeah.
But now they're going to have the same problem, though, with the Survivor folks. Survivor, the Challenge folks, now they're going to all kind of band together.
I know, and I don't understand how come they don't get rid of those Survivor peoples because it seems like they're too cunning and smart.
They're good at these games.
Yeah, but I think it came from season 1 when they had what's that girl's name? She was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was really smart.
Who was that?
You wouldn't think she was.
Oh, Brandy Glanville?
Right.
Oh, yeah, she was good at that.
Brandy was clocking those people. She knew who they were, and so they had to get rid of her quick.
Yeah.
And then that second one was on the same wavelength, and they got rid of her as well.
Yeah.
So that's how come they went real quick. Yeah.
All right, Miss Sharon, we got to go, but we appreciate you calling in.
All right. Talk to you later.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
She checking on me. So, Bernice, everyone is responding to you in the chat. So, apparently, according to Lexi and a few other people, thank you everyone for chiming in. Apparently, you will get an email with the option to extend your membership. See, I learned something today, and I've been on YouTube how many years? Ariana says the Survivor people will kill each other. Like, they're already plotting and planning their coming for each other at some particular point, but they want to get rid of everyone else. I love Traitors. I like the game of Traitors. I know it sounds very much like House of Villains, but House of Villains challenges, they do have challenges, are weird and they're stupid. They're not really challenges. I feel like with the Traitors, you're actually getting really difficult physical and mental challenges. And it seems like this season they're changing it up. If you're a part of the UK and you've been watching the Traitors UK, are the challenges in the US version, you probably don't know because you can't see the US version. But if you have seen the US version somehow through a VPN, are the challenges the same? That's what I didn't like about the second season. Both the challenges, it's the same castle too, where they film, but the challenges were the same. So I didn't love that. So it kind of felt, and I wanted to bring back real people. And I know these are real people, but you know what I mean. Not reality TV personalities. I want them to bring back a mix of reality TV personalities and real folks, everyday folks, because those folks would be, we would be unable to detect them. The audience wouldn't be able to figure it out, and the people playing the game wouldn't be able to figure it out. I did see that Zac Efron's brother's there. I kind of like him. I like his personality. All right. I mean, I guess what's that guy's name? Igor? Igor, he's part of the royal family. He's the second cousin to the king. And apparently he was married to a woman. Now he's gay. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I never even heard his story, and I thought I was up on the royals. Apparently not. Anyways, guys, let's try one more cookie, and then I'm going to get out of here. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video. It's easy, and it's free. All right. We're going to go to the bottom. So these are the Melissa Gorga cookies for those that are just joining us. The Melissa Gorga cookies. I mean, they look great, right? Don't they look great? They look great. And they taste great. All right, let me go to the bottom. I don't want to mess this thing up, but okay. Let's go all the way to the bottom. They're very crummy. But that's normal for sprinkle cookies. I have to say, these are large sprinkle cookies. All right, let me taste test again. You know I usually cut off eating. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, yeah. I was right. The bottom cookie was a lot softer than the top one. I don't have any more tea. Whoa. It's good, though. Right. Can you guys see? There we go. There we go. It's good. Melissa, you did good. You did good. Now I gotta vacuum up this office. Anyway, okay. Let me say thank you. Timmy, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Again, guys, if you want to become a member, head over to TheKempire.com/join. Shout out to those of you that have become members that were gifted memberships. Thank you to those of you that sent in super chats, likes. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to those of you watching on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. We appreciate you guys. TikTok, make sure you guys are following us everywhere else because it doesn't look like TikTok is going to be saved anytime soon. So make sure that if you want to stay in contact with us, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and all the places. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members, to our subscribers, and those of you watching in the bushes. Still like the video, all right? The Kempire After Dark live experience is coming to a city near you. Go get your tickets today. Thanks for tuning in to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Podcast. As always, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And for everything Kempire Radio, head on over to KempireRadio.com.